Hey guys, it's Natalie here with NatalieInterviews.com, and we are here at the Grammy Museum in downtown Los Angeles. We're actually going to get to speak to Alexandra and the Starlight, so stay tuned.
I'm Alexandra Starlight.
And I'm Zachary James.
And you're watching Natalie Interviews.
Hey guys, it's Natalie here with NatalieInterviews.com, and we are here with Alexandra and the Starlight.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good. So we're here at the Grammy Museum today. You just did a private show for some kids. What was it like performing?
Yeah. Oh, it was so amazing. I mean, this program here at the Grammy Museum is awesome because they're basically giving high school students a chance to see, firsthand what it's like in the music industry, and that's so cool. I mean, I wish I could have done something like
Me
that.
too.
Those kids are way further ahead than me. But I mean, it was really nice. They were just so open and receptive, and they had a lot of good questions. They were really smart. It was super fun. It's such an honor to be here today. Like, we're so excited to be able to be of some use, I hope, to people.
Give back.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. So can you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves for our viewers that might not know of you?
Ooh, things people don't know about me. I really love hair dye. I really love rock and roll. I guess you could kind of figure that out from looking at me.
I was actually in here when you guys were doing your performance, and your style is very unique, and I like unique stuff. I'm a huge music fan. So what's your process like when you sit down to write a song?
Man, we were just talking about this today. Like, I feel like it varies every single time I do it. I mean, usually the songwriting starts, though, way before we actually sit down with a guitar. It's kind of just like...
It's kind of in your brain. You just kind of throw it back and forth until it finally shapes.
Like, I keep a little note thing on my iPhone, and whenever I hear words or phrases or sayings that I like, I'll just quickly type them in, or if I have an idea for a melody, I'll just record it on my memo, my voice memo on my iPhone, and, when we're sitting down, we'll kind of just sift through stuff looking for inspiration. And I mean, we actually write together. So Zach does a lot of the kind of music underneath, and I do a lot of the vocal melody and lyrics, but of course we flip-flop and collaborate on it all. But I don't know, I still feel like songwriting is just
There's no like format to it, right?
It's just this mythical like muse, and you just kind of chase it and try to grab it when you can,
And now you've been compared to, it's kind of an interesting mix, because I heard like Tina Turner and Janis Joplin, which is so crazy because you would never expect that into like one performer, But what's it like to kind of be compared to those people, and who are your influences?
I mean, Tina and Janis, they're huge influences to me. And obviously it's such an honor to be compared to like the queens of rock and roll because they're so inspiring to me. To even have my name in the same sentence with them is, amazing. But I love just anyone with soul that I feel like imparts a sense of truth in their vocals. I mean, and that can be anyone. I love Loretta Lynn. I love Otis Redding. I love Etta James. I mean, Billie Holiday. I love Amy Winehouse.
Oh my gosh.
Completely obsessed with her.
Yes. Me too.
So good.
I think it's just anyone who puts their soul and guts and just that raw, I know it when I hear it. I don't know. Yeah. I love people who tell the truth.
And now your whole album was actually funded by Kickstarter, which is really cool because it's hard to get your music funded nowadays. Yeah. What's it like to know that you have all that support coming in from people who want to hear good, real, raw music?
Man, I mean, it sounds cheesy, but it was almost like a spiritual thing for me. It was so overwhelming to know that hundreds of people believed in what I was doing and would put their money where their mouth is. And I think we raised over $5,000 for my 7-inch, which I was only asking for $2,500. So we were over 200% funded, and we got to put out a CD and got to put out, additional stuff with the extra money and just make more of everything. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, some of our fans, we couldn't do what we do without them. Absolutely not.
Definitely.
So
that's awesome. And now we are here at the Grammy Museum, which I think the Grammys are kind of like the highest honor in the music industry. What are your goals as a musician? What do you hope to accomplish, this year and in the future?
Man, I wouldn't mind one of those those old Grammys. That's definitely a dream. I think
this year we're gonna do the record.
True. We're putting out a full-length record, which I'm really excited about. That's always been a dream of mine, is to really take the time to put out a record that I believe in. But, I have so many dreams and little goals, but I think at the end of the day, my biggest goal is to just create something that is important to people and that can hook itself into their lives. I would love it if it's like the song that was playing when someone graduated or at their first prom or when they had their first baby or at their first dance at their wedding. I would just love to create timeless classic music that people can come back to, time and time again. And I think something authentic and true, something that I don't know, I guess like to not compromise what I believe and create something that really embodies that.
And now I found this so interesting. I always love when there's a solo artist, but then the band is very heavily involved in everything, because I feel like sometimes the band doesn't get enough credit for the things that they do. What was your inspiration to have the Starlight and to bring that into kind of the whole, I don't want to say act, but group, I guess.
Right. Yeah. I love the Starlight Band. For me, it's I'm so influenced by classic old school musicians, who like Chuck Berry or James Brown, or even, David Bowie, who, had the Spiders from Mars, and Alice Cooper's backing band. I think I'm just really inspired by musicianship. And, I love playing with a full live band. We never do tracks or anything like that. We never use auto-tune on our records. We just want it to be raw and in your face and real. Yeah. So, I'm just really inspired by artists who do that. So I think that was the idea behind having a whole live band, and they're really great players. Yeah. So
they're great.
It makes it easy to perform when you have a group like that.
Solid team.
That's good. That's important.
Yeah.
And now, where could people check you guys out on social networks? Do you guys have Twitter, Facebook?
We're on it all. My website is Alexandra Band. My Twitter is @AlexandraBand. I'm also on Instagram. If you just want to look at the pretty photos, it's @Alexandra Starlight. And then my Facebook is /Alexandra Starlight. And then Zach actually has his own group that I play in.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of my other band. So you're on social media too.
Yeah, it's ZacharyJamesBand.com. It's also Facebook /ZacharyJamesBand, Twitter @ZachJamesBand, and Instagram Zachary James Band. Always a lot of stuff.
Very cool. Thank you guys so much for talking to us today.
Thank you so much. We had fun.
Hey, me too. I'm Natalie with Natalie Interviews, and I'll see you all next time.